Okay, part 3 of season 1, episode 5, Blood Calls Blood of the Wheel of Time. Okay, so now we pick up with Alana and Moraine in Moraine's room on Moraine's bed, okay? And they're having a little girl chat here. And Alana says that she wants to ask Stepin to be her warder. And Alana already has 2 warders. She has Ivan and Maxim. And she wants to ask Stepin to be her warder too. So then she'll have 3 warders, okay? And Lan and Stepin have talked in their warder talks a little bit about this too. I think, well, they might do it later. Okay, whatever. And then Moraine says, oh, she's read a book that there's a way to release the warder bond. So maybe in Moraine's head, she's thinking, like, if she's ever to die, she would want to release her bond to Lan right before, so then Lan wouldn't be so sad and that he could live, you know? Because if you can release your bond right before your Aes Sedai dies, then I assume you won't feel that as deep in your soul. You know what I mean? And then Alana's like, what have you been doing out there all those years? You know, I forgot that in this show they really make Lan and Moraine are super distant and mysterious, and nobody knows like what cards they're holding, what connections they have. It seems nobody knows. It seems that way. Moraine quickly changes the subject from that question, and she pretty much comes to the conclusion of, well, what do you want, Alana? Like, why, what do you want here? What do you want at the end of all of this? And then Alana just says, she's like, I heard the Amyrlin is returning from Caemlyn, and all of the Aes Sedai are being summoned to the hall to answer for Logain, because they really weren't supposed to gentle Logain without the Amyrlin's consent, but at the same time Logain attacked them, so without a proper and fair trial. But yes, so we will get to that. Alana reminds Moraine that, you know, the Amyrlin is looking for someone to blame. So is it going to be Liandrin? Is it going to be Moraine? Is it going to be Alana? Like, who's it going to be to blame? Alana reminds Moraine, oh, and then Moraine says, Siuan Sanche is many things, but she has never turned on a sister without just cause. So we learn, I think Siuan Sanche is the Amyrlin seat. So the Amyrlin seat is both the name of the physical chair, the throne of the White Tower, the Amyrlin seat, but then also the name of the person. So they will refer, and then the Amyrlin seat's name is Siuan Sanche. So there's that. And Alana is reminding Moraine that this place isn't the same, and you are one of the only sisters strong enough to challenge her. So she's telling Moraine that, obviously. And then, you know, some of this gets a little bit like, Moraine's like, but I have no designs on the seat. So she has no pull on the seat, I guess, she says. And then Alana says, yeah, no one has any idea what you have designs on, Moraine. And she reminds Moraine that Liandrin is getting a lot more power, and a lot more sisters listen to her now in the tower. And then she also brings up that her enemies are very powerful, Liandrin and the Amyrlin seat. So Alana thinks that Moraine and the Amyrlin seat are enemies, and that Moraine and Liandrin are enemies. So that's made clear in this little discussion that they have. And then as Alana's leaving, I wrote this down. One day you will have to trust someone with your secrets, or they will scour you out and leave you bare as this room. So Alana spits the facts to Moraine. And then Moraine walks over and sits in her chair and opens a window on a picture frame thing. So kind of just like this gold window, she opens it up. And it looks like it's just like a girl looking through a window or something. But yeah, it kind of looks like a tabernacle. Okay, so we're getting to the end of the episode here. Stepin asks Lan and Nynaeve asks Lan about Nynaeve. So he's like, yeah, Nynaeve's in love with, like, falling for you, okay? So you know that, right? And Lan's like, no. Lan knows, but he's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so they're drinking, whatever, and then they fall asleep, and then Lan wakes up, and Steppen is gone, and so he goes and he finds Steppen dead in the hall, and Steppen had stabbed himself. And then they do a funeral, so they do like a warder funeral. I guess Karenni's funeral they had to do kind of out in the woods, but this one they're doing in the White Tower, and there's a lot of deep chanting. There's a lot of deep chanting. Everyone's wearing white. I don't know why I've developed this thing where everyone wearing white, it's a little, I don't know why, it's a little sus. Lan touches Steppen, dead Steppen, and everyone starts beating their chest together. I don't know. Everyone starts, it's very emotional. Lan is screaming and beating his chest, and then you can tell Moiraine is feeling what Lan is feeling, and so she starts doing that. And then the show ends. And then we're gonna go to episode 6, The Flame of Tar Valon, the best episode of the whole first season, and we will meet the Amyrlin Seat, Siuan Sanche, and it will be great. Okay, so watch season 1, episode 6. I almost want to like recommend this episode to people and just be like, just watch that episode. Like, you don't even have to watch, you know, all the other episodes. Just watch that one because I just like this episode so much. It's so good. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.